Welcome to the Roll for Combat Actual Play podcast, where our intrepid adventurers are playing through the Pathfinder adventure, The Fall of Plaguestone. Join us every week as our daring adventurers face treacherous monsters and deadly obstacles on their quest to save a town from utter destruction. Lead on, listener. Your quest awaits.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, The Fall of Plaguestone. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker. Well, welcome everyone. Another little intro by me. I'm actually kind of liking these intros. I might do it a little bit more often. So last week I said that I was going to give you some more information on what we did wrong this week. Well, there's a little update to that. So it turns out on the Roll for Combat Discord channel, which of course you can access at discord.rollforcombat.com, we had a nice long discussion as to what we did wrong and why. And it turns out that my explanation this week is also wrong. So I kept in my explanation, which I'm going to go into a second, and I'm going to tell you what the true rule is once and for all. Okay, here it is. Inside every single monster stat, it lists what their abilities are in terms of perception. And sometimes they have things like tremor sense or life sense or dark vision and so forth. Now, the monster they were fighting last week is called the Bloodlash Bush. You can look it up online. And if you look at their stat for perception, they have +6, tremor sense, imprecise 30 feet. That's it. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, but I want you to do something. Look inside the Pathfinder 2 bestiary and look at the perception stat on pretty much every single monster. Something amazing happens. 99.9% of every single monster in all of Pathfinder has either dark vision or low light vision. There is almost zero monsters that just have normal sight, the same as a human, where they don't have dark vision or low light vision. This Bloodlash Bush is one of those incredibly rare monsters. In fact, it just lists tremor sense imprecise 30 feet. So, with that in mind, I actually was talking to someone at Paizo, and I was saying to them, you know what, this Bloodlash Bush fight in Plaguestone was really hard. And they said to me, well, you know, they're supposed to miss 50% of the time because of imprecise, right? And I went, oh, I didn't know that. And sure enough, I looked back, and since it just says tremor sense imprecise 30 feet, I thought they were supposed to just use only tremor sense and imprecise. What imprecise means is if you attack someone, there's a 50% chance to miss. That's all there is. And 3.5 had a lot of this. Pathfinder 1st edition, not really, but 3.5 had a lot of this. And I actually remember fighting things very similar to this, where there would be bushes or plants or creatures that don't have eyes. And they would always have usually a 20% miss in 3.5, not a 50%, but still there was a percentage chance to miss. Now that made sense to me. However, after looking this up and finding exactly one monster, I think it's the lizard folk, that have a very similar entry, I thought, wait, that doesn't sound right. So I checked with Mark Stifer, and he said to me that every single creature has normal vision unless it actually says no vision, such as oozes. Oozes actually say in their perception stat that they can't see. So, with that all being said, what did we learn? We learned the following. All monsters can see. They all have the ability to see in normal light. In addition, if they have anything that's listed like tremor sense, imprecise, or life sense, or so forth, that's just an additional sense. For example, if it was pitch black, the Bloodlash Bush would have to use tremor sense to find and attack their target, because they only have normal vision. The only time a monster does not have vision is if it actually says no vision in their stat, such as an ooze. Which means a Bloodlash Bush has eyes. How they have eyes, how they can see, how that works, I guess we're just going to call it magic. But that is the big takeaway from all of this. And hopefully this can help you in your game. This is a very strange stat block, as it has a couple of things in it that you just don't see in other stat blocks. Something I often will do whenever there's custom monsters is I will look at the stat block and compare it to other monsters, sort of get an idea of how they're supposed to work. So, last week, I actually did it correctly. The Bloodlash Bush did, in fact, beat the living crap out of Brixley and nearly killed him. I thought I did it wrong this week, as you're going to hear in my explanation, where I thought there was a 50% mischance, and I actually do it again wrong later in the podcast, because there's something else that's listed with these exact same stats. So, everyone knows now, everything can see. That's right, even shambling mounds, which is an example Mark gave me. He goes, they have eyes. I'm like, yeah, but they kind of look like they have eyes. I just don't understand how a bush has eyes. They just shouldn't have eyes. Shouldn't they just have tremor sense? Shouldn't that's all they have? I actually think that what was supposed to happen, I'm actually going to see Jason Bowman in about 2 weeks, and I'm going to ask him in person. I think the Bloodlash Bush was supposed to have no vision and only tremor sense, because it's an extremely hard fight. It's very easy to kill the PCs, especially 3 of them ganging up on someone with that spinning strike. It's got a lot of things going on. I'm going to find out if there was a mistake in the stats. I have a feeling there was, because I'm kind of surprised that someone from Paizo told me, oh, it's supposed to kind of have that imprecise and miss 50% of the time. Why would someone say that to me if they didn't realize that that's how it's supposed to work themselves? As for the other things we find out, one thing we find out this week is that it is actually possible to use battle medicine using one action. That's right, if you have a bandolier, you can pull out your toolkit and use it as part of one action. If you don't have a bandolier kit, you need to use one interact to pull out your toolkit, your healing kit, and then you need to use another action to actually do battle medicine. The other question is, can you use a bandolier with potions? And the answer is no, you cannot. Mark Stifer was very adamant about this. There is nothing in the game, except perhaps for some feats for alchemists, I believe, because that's kind of their jam, that you can use less than 2 actions to pull out a potion and drink it. You always need to use 2 actions. There's nothing currently in the game that brings that down to 1 action. So for those of you out there who think you have a bandolier and that you could just pull out a potion and drink it in 1 action, that is incorrect. You can only use a bandolier with tool sets, and that's it. Nothing else. That is from Mark Stifer himself. And if there's anything else you'd like to have figured out, let me know. I talk to Mark all the time. I'm always talking to the team, and they are usually very fast, within 5 minutes getting back to me with official rulings. It's really nice to have that access and to find out exactly how we're supposed to run the show. Anyhow, with that, have fun this week. Do check out our Discord channel if you want to continue these fun discussions at discord.rollforcombat.com, where I and the other players were on there discussing this and more. But with that, let's get to this week's episode. Last we left off, you were fighting bushes, and not any old bushes. Blood-sucking bushes. Bushes that drink your blood. Bushes that love to suck your blood. And Brixley almost died. Many, many, many times. But he's still alive. However, since last week, I have gone through my notes, and I found out a few very important things that will change what happened over the last couple weeks. Are you ready to go through all these items?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Lauren Sieg is playing Prue Frosthammer, the half-orc spirit barbarian.
Let's do it.
Rob Tremarco is playing Cade Thistlerot, the halfling rogue thief.
Well, or did any of these items mean I didn't get my ass kicked by bushes?
Jason McDonald is playing Brixley Silverthorn, the gnome champion liberator.
Nope. Oh,
Yes.
Ooh, very excited for this.
Oh,
then
now
I'm
excited.
ready to hear them.
I'm still a little concerned, honestly.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Celeste Carvassalon, the human angelic sorcerer.
Okay, I'm going to go in order. First of all, very fascinating. Still learning Pathfinder 2. These Bloodlash bushes have tremor sense, which is imprecise. Now that is so tiny in the stat block, but it is so important to learn, because something that is imprecise means that every single attack is a 50% mischance, no matter what.
Oh,
Wow.
Are they also considered blind?
Nope. Nope. Tremor sense imprecise. What happens
More
is
like
after-
nearsighted.
Well, they
I was
can't
looking-
see, right?
Right.
They need glasses.
Well, okay. In every single stat block, it actually has their perception, and it's either precise or imprecise. To make it more fun, you could have both. Like scent is imprecise, but then vision is precise. So, this monster had tremor sense, and I actually even said it during the fight, and it says imprecise. I was reading some stuff, looking it up, and somebody, because other people were complaining about this blood bush. Like people were going, that fight's way too hard. That fight's way too hard. And then someone's like, well, did you use the imprecise? And I was like, what? And then sure enough, yeah. After it attacks, you just roll a flat check and a DC 11 flat check. And if you 50% mischance, that's it. So in theory, 50% of those attacks could have missed you, or all of them, or none of you. So to make it up to you, Brixley, I will give back one of the heals to Celeste, or at least one. Like you're out of level 1 spells. I think it's fair to give you back at least one level 1 spell. So this way you're not going into the next area with no healing whatsoever. So I still think you would have gotten pretty beat.
It doesn't make it up emotionally. Emotionally, I'm still scarred.
You're still wounded emotionally.
My pride is still wounded.
You got bushwhacked.
Did I use all my spells?
Yeah, you
Oh
did.
no! The best of dad jokes, and I didn't come up with it. I'm disappointed.
Bushwhack!
I think we said it last week.
no!
There's our title more for last week's episode, but there's your title.
Brixley is slowly becoming the punching bag for this podcast as we have Bricks It Up, we have Bushwhacked, we have you as Luigi Mario, you have you as, what is it, a Munchkin. Like, seriously, I think this is like the Brixley show at this point.
Well, it started out with like low-grade comic relief falling in the mud and getting punched in the face during the bar brawl and getting stung by all the bees. So it started out as like this low-grade comic relief, but now it's morphed into something else.
It's morphed into full-fledged
Something more
buffoonery.
painful in this case.
But it all comes from a position of adoration.
I hope so.
Everyone loves the gnome. That's why gnomes are my favorite, because they're just so funny.
If we're getting refunds from that last fight, can I have my battle medicine back?
Battle medicine?
Yeah, you can only benefit from it once per day.
No, the per person can only benefit from it once per day.
Yeah, can I benefit from it again today? I feel like I might need it.
You did it to Brixley, you didn't do it to yourself.
I did it to me, you
You
big
did it
goober.
to yourself? All right, so that's another interesting thing. There's another thing that you should all be aware of. I was talking to Mark Steifer, actually, about most of these rules. So I know they're official. Because I asked him, is it 2 actions to do battle medicine? And he said, if you have the bandolier, it's only 1 action. And I was like, holy crap. You all want bandoliers, because bandoliers, it's no action to use battle medicine. It's part of the actual action if you have a bandolier on. If you have a small pouch, it is 1 action to get a, toolkit out of your pouch and then do battle medicine. And forget about your backpack. Your backpack, it's like you need 2 free hands and 2 actions.
Forget
to actually
about
go-
it.
Yeah, forget about it. It's actually in the rules somewhere. So,
Everyone's buying a bandolier.
yeah.
Everyone.
No kidding. I was like, and look it up. Learn the lesson. Everyone buys a bandolier. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I was kind of surprised. So that's good to know. Second, battle medicine does not remove wounds. Mark Steifer was very adamant about this, because some people are like, oh, it kind of can do it like the other, like the treat wounds, because treat wounds removes your wounds. I'm like, no. Nothing removes your wounds in combat, it looks like. It looks like if you get wounds in combat, you have to rest 10 minutes, and that's about it. Or treat wounds. There's nothing that removes them. So that's important.
I don't understand. It doesn't treat, doesn't remove. What does it do?
It doesn't remove the wound condition. It just restores hit
Oh,
points.
it removes the wound condition.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be confused, but yeah, like if you treat, you see, the problem is battle medicine basically is written in the way that, oh, check out how treat wounds work. It does the same thing. but it doesn't remove the wounded condition. Now, obviously, if it did that, which some people are like, oh, it might, because that's what it says. No, it does not. And he was like in all caps, like, no. I was like, okay, I guess it does not do that. Just making sure. So, not that you were asking me that, but I was curious myself. So that's very
Well, it's good to know.
It's very important to know. His battle medicine is amazing. It is like probably one of the strongest things in the game because everyone could benefit from it. I'll give you back your battle medicine too.
Huzzah!
You get back your battle medicine and you get one back spell. How about that? Finally, we made a big mistake last week. I forgot we sold the Shadow Rune. Now, you guys can either still have the Shadow Rune sold and I'll give you back your armor, Cade, or if you want, I'll just take back the money and like just do a buyback like an MMO. And because it wasn't that much money, I mean, you guys still have tons of money. You guys have like 73 gold. So you'll just have to give back 29.5 gold if you want to give back the Shadow Rune. So it's up to you, Cade, how you want to do that.
Honestly, keep it sold. I'll keep my armor. If it can't be modified, then forget it.
Well, it could be modified. He can add the Shadow Rune to your armor, but you sold the Shadow Rune.
No, I had forgot that we did. The Shadow Rune to me wasn't super valuable. I would say he could keep it if he could put a full +1 on the armor.
Oh, no, that's something we'll have to talk to. That's like a level 4. So there's no way he could do that.
That's then forget it. No problemo. Keep it sold.
All right. I'm gonna put your armor back to the way it was, and I think that's everything. With that, Prue, you're still heavily damaged, and Brixley, you're near death. Cade and Celeste seem fine. What do you guys want to do? And you just killed these bushes, and there's a dead wolf in front of you.
We just killed the toughest bushes that have ever bushed.
We need to rest.
I think we're gonna do that 10-minute. I think we're gonna have to do that 10-minute spam of lay on hands thing, where we just sit down until lay on hands has us fully healed.
Yep, that's probably a good call. I need at least 2 and maybe a third. I could probably live without a third. If I did 2 lay on hands, I'd be down like 3 or 4 points.
How many hit points do you do? Is it 6?
It's 6 per level, so now it's 12 points.
2 of them will put me at 32 out of 36. Which I mean, I can live with that. I can also try a medicine check to get the rest.
That's the thing. You could do medicine at the same time. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, I'd be at 28 out of 32, so I'd be 4 down if I did 2.
I can try a medicine check on both of us, but we do run the risk of me critically failing it and doing damage.
Please do it, since that's fun.
No.
Or we could go back to civilization, or at least what poses for civilization out here.
But I didn't get the sense this was the destination. I thought we still had to keep going. And
we're on the doorstep to the destination. Yeah. We got rolled on the doormat.
Oh, so we have to go inside.
Nala's counting on us.
Actually, you need to treat wounds to get rid of Brixley's wounded condition. And yours.
So I kind of have to try.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I think 10 minutes of rest also removes it.
Can we do guidance before I try this medicine check?
No. Another item I learned. Guidance only can be used on things that last exactly 1 round. 10 minutes is not 1 round, hence guidance cannot be used.
Well, that sucks.
There you go.
I've learned a lot in the last week. Oh yeah, wounded actually automatically clears after 10 minutes. I just looked it up. So
Let's just wait.
Come on, treat wounds. What's the worst that can happen?
I need a 15, right, for it to work?
Don't do it.
Yeah, although the GM might adjust it based on circumstances. So maybe it's higher, maybe it's lower. Maybe if Prue sings a nice little song. Maybe if Celeste sings a nice little song. No, you know what? I want the first one. Maybe if Prue sings a nice little song while she's treating wounds, I'll lower the DC.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that, Steven?
It's not me.
Why you gotta do this to me?
Not you.
It's the gods of Pathfinder. It could be a sea shanty. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
All right. Let me pull up some lyrics. Oh wait, I can't do anything with a trademark, can I?
You can sing with your voice. You can't play the actual music, right?
Yeah.
No, I'd pull up the lyrics so I could read them. I have a
You
bad
can do
memory.
that.
I can't remember any
No,
lyrics.
right. I'm saying if you sing a song, no one sues you because you sang a song, right? We can all sing
Right.
songs.
No, you're fine. Yeah, don't worry.
We don't make any money, so it's cool.
That's cool. That's right. Don't worry about it.
Real cool.
All right, give me a minute.
Wow.
All right, so
You really want them treat wounds.
I really want to. All right, Brixie, hold still. I'm going to treat your wounds. This might hurt a little bit, so I'll sing you an old song my dad used to sing to me. Come out, Virginia. Don't let them wait. You Catholic girls stop much too late. But sooner or later it comes down to faith. I might as well be the one.
What's a Catholic?
I don't know. That's what Dad used to say.
Only the good die young. Beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
Wait, the final lyric of the song is that I'm going to die?
Yeah.
Yep, sorry,
That's
buddy.
like kind of the anti-healing song.
Only the chaotic good die young.
So Prue is singing a seduction song to Brixley?
All right, can I make medicine checks now?
Sure. That's what half orcs sing to their kids. Only the good die young.
Yep. Hey there.
23. Rolling 18. I'm going to say you critically success on that one because your singing was so
Nice.
good on Brixley. So 4d8.
All right, well, that automatically brings him back up to full.
You don't want to roll it? You don't want to see what you get?
All right, let's see
Where
it.
are you? No one does that.
All right, we'll see it.
Thanks. Look at that. An 8, a 7, a 7, a 5. You're like, oh, I mean, that's insane.
I'm learning how to do wounds. All right, I still gotta treat my own wounds, and this is gonna be very difficult for me. I'm gonna need someone else to sing me a song. Oh, that's what I thought.
I think she's fishing here.
It got really quiet in here.
I mean, I had one prepared for the next time I'm in the bar, but that's fine.
All right, let me roll medicine for myself.
Oh, boy. Exactly
Ooh.
a 15. 2d8. Oh, look at that, 12. Pretty good.
This was too spooky for me. I'm on the edge of my seat just for medicine checks.
Spooky medicine. Okay, everyone's all healed up. Everyone is toe tapping their feet from the melodies of Prue and Celeste. One night only.
There's a reason it's one night only.
I mean, I found that song interesting. If you did want to perform with me next time.
I learned that from my dad, and he was a frost giant. We're not exactly known for musical tastes.
Well, I was hoping to provide good accompaniment. I mean, if only I had a piano, it would be appropriate, I think.
What's a piano?
What's a piano with you? Oh, wait, no, that's a different joke.
So, if you remember, there's a trail here. You're in this small blight. There's a clearing. There was these dying plants with these weird bushes that tried to drink and eat your blood. And in the center of the clearing was a wolf. What are you guys going to do? It's dead, by the way. And to the west of you is a cave that appears to go into like a den of some sort.
Is this wolf's lower jaw singed as though it was habitually spewing acid?
You can give me either a medicine or a perception check to look at
Or
the
even
wolf.
just spewing acid socially.
I'll take the perception because that's higher for me.
21. You go up to the wolf. The wolf is completely drained of blood. It looks like multiple tendrils were entering and drained it, and it's completely desiccated. It definitely seems to have some acid and pustules around it, and it has no eyes.
Yeah.
What you going to do?
Well, I'm not going anywhere near it.
Well, it's
I'm not
dead.
going. I'm going to avoid the wolf, and I want to sneak into and check the area around the den for more traps or pits or what have you.
Okay. You're doing a little sneaky sneak.
And I have a +1 to perception when detecting traps and such.
I know. So you get an 11.
+11.
Well, plus 11. You don't see any traps. This is a fairly natural area. There's nothing man-made around here.
Okay. I will get closer to the opening of the den and poke around. Sneakily.
Okay. The den is a narrow tunnel that appears to be slick and foul-smelling, filled with mud. And it leads down, down, down into something.
I'll turn around and tell everybody it's a disgusting pit that leads to a more disgusting pit. Get ready to crawl, Biggins.
Oh, great, more of this.
I couldn't just stay up here?
You certainly can. But,
Celeste preemptively casts Prestidigitation to clean herself off.
yeah, so I'm gonna slowly head in.
So, Cade and Brixley, once again, being the strapping young men that they are able to sort of just duck their heads. They don't have to do a full crawl to go through this narrow tunnel. Cade and Celeste aren't so lucky.
Prue and Celeste.
Prue and Celeste aren't so lucky.
I guess I'll stand here. You call back when you're ready for us.
You go in front of the foul den, and it's leading down, and it's dark into this area. Just FYI.
I have low light vision.
Well, good
If
for
that helps.
you. Oh, it definitely helps. It's low light in there, shall we say.
Excellent.
I was going to say, we do have those ever-burning torches.
I forgot about those.
He's just standing there in front of the den. You guys are so scared. What's the worst? Oh, that's right. You could all die. Well, oh, there he goes. Oh, Brixley gets, yeah.
No, do not get in front of me, Brixley. Do not get in front of me.
All right, we'll leave you in front. That's true. You do a better job of checking for traps than I do.
Okay.
My short sword is out.
Out and ready.
I'll get my weapon out too.
You go through the narrow tunnel. You enter a cramped den lit by a shimmering pond of oily water. It is a low light. The chamber stinks of wet fur and sickness. Next to the pool, between the gnarled and drying tree roots, is a rotting carcass of what must have been a truly gigantic wolf. Nosing around is a pair of hairless mutant wolves, their body deformed by large pustules and tumors. Although they have no eyes, they clearly detect your presence as they turn their heads and snarl at you. What do you do?
Do they move toward us?
No, but they're starting to get more and more agitated.
Brixley, let's position ourselves in such a way that they have to come to us and they will maybe bottleneck themselves. So maybe I'll shuffle down a little bit and we can stand side to side and handle it, or we can leave and make some noise and have them come out.
Why don't we try to draw them up to the outdoors?
Let's do that. Okay.
Of course, if they're subterranean type critters, they might not come, but still.
Let's scramble quickly.
Let's try to slowly / stealthily withdraw.
Yes, we do that.
Okay, Brixley very carefully backs out, and although you hear the growling and snarling, they don't seem to follow you, but you can definitely hear them echoing through the chamber. By the way, the chamber was a very low ceiling, and there's lots of roots and moss hanging from the ceiling. Both of you could stand, but it was right up to your height, like your head. So if Prue or Celeste was in there, they would treat it all as difficult terrain. There's no penalties to like attack or anything, but it's just the entire room would be difficult terrain because they'd have to kind of crouch and avoid the roots.
Okay, let's back out.
I'm standing at the entrance of the old tree. So, what did you guys find?
All right.
Standing next to Prue.
There are real sick dogs down there, like mutant, tumorous, horrible monster dogs. It's a real low ceiling, oily pit of water. I'm hoping what we can do is rile them up and have them run out so we can get them. Or maybe if we get couple of those dead bushes and maybe light them on fire and roll them in so they get smoked out.
Yeah, we could do that. We could smoke them out with those. Yeah, it's a good plan.
Let's do that. So let's get to these dead bushes and jumble them up, and I'll use my staff sling to kind of cannonball pusher style jam it into the space, and then Celeste can produce flame on them until they start smoking.
I can do that.
Wow. What did those bushes do to you?
Those bushes are going in the Hall of Villains when we have the Spirits bar.
I can't wait for that bar.
The Hall of Villains is a special room to show all the terrifying things that we have fought. Bees and shrubs were the worst.
Bees, bloodsuckers, boars, bears.
We didn't fight a bear.
True, but you know what?
Not a villain.
And bushes. Bloodlash bushes. More bees.
The bloodlash bushes were clearly the masterminds of this forest.
You just call it the halls of bees. The killer bees. That's it.
Bushes,
Killer
boars,
bees.
and bears.
It's the letter B's.
And braggarts. Ooh. Hallowed was a braggart.
That's right,
Bully.
braggarts. Bully.
He was a
A
bully.
bully.
There you go. I have a feeling that they only got the A's and the B's of the bestiary done when Jason wrote this adventure, because that's all there's in here.
All right, let's get a couple of these bushes, jam them in the hole a little bit, like down, because it goes down, right?
Yeah, it goes down.
And light them on fire, then jam them down the pit.
Okay.
Let's position ourselves so that we're ready to ambush them. I'm going to take the spot that Celeste is standing in. That way they come out and I just hit them with my flail.
I will get this going.
Get position yourselves.
I'm trying to be within touch range just in case. Also, I feel safer.
Are you hanging
Brixels.
out, Brixley? You gonna be right in front?
Yeah, I'm willing to stand there and actually block the path.
Wow.
So they have to
Great.
go to that one square, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
If you block the path by being right underneath me, then they can only go to a space where we can both hit them.
I think, can you move to the left one, Prue?
I can
And
do
just
that.
Be a wall of meat with like a little meat wall.
This is solidly a meat wall.
Yes, just like this.
Wow. This is a wall of meat and meat byproducts.
And they'll be bottlenecked if this works.
If this works, we'll see.
This is what you get for running such hard encounters. This is what you get.
And then
I'm not complaining.
send
I'm
the
excited
smoky.
to see your tactics at work. Go, tactical geniuses, go.
We send the smoky shrubs, down the
Yeah.
hole, and then make a bunch of noise up here and rattle,
Celeste will light them on fire.
like whistle,
Okay.
and see if they come get
We
us.
sing the rest of Billy Joel's catalog,
Oh, God. All right.
except for Piano Man, because we apparently don't know what a piano is.
It's 9 o'clock on a Wednesday.
The harpsichord, man.
We definitely started the fire. There were bees and boars, and I can't finish this.
A whole lot more.
A whole lot more.
Oh, that's so bad.
What is that?
All right.
D8?
Oh, that's the direction the smoke goes.
What's in the hole, though?
Oh, it's in the hole, but it's still going to come
Okay.
out. Have you ever seen what happens with smoke? So,
Sure.
You throw the bush in. You light it on fire. You push it into the wet mud. The smoke starts to fill up the hole.
Excellent.
You hear horrible crying of dogs. More dogs. What is wrong with you? Why are you
Plenty of
always
things.
killing the poor doggies?
The mutant dogs that will eat us with their tumors.
Poor mutant dogs who are sitting by their dead mother. And now you are invading their home, trying to literally smoke them out. These poor, poor dogs. No one loves them. Nobody, including you. And then you hear as they're crying and sacrificing themselves, they come flying out through the wall of smoke.
Aha! There we
so
go.
that I can smash their little heads.
Sort of. The smoke is blocking you. So they're going to get a little bit of cover unless you guys back up a little.
Concealment?
Actually, would it
Stay
be
right
such
there.
a problem to just let them run off into the forest?
I think, yeah, look at these. These dogs are a big problem.
Roll for combat!
Yeah.
They're sick. They're going to get other things sick.
We are still fairly close to town. If we let them run off, they could run into town and start eating townspeople.
And don't forget,
Yeah.
the whole reason you were here was to help out the druid to clear this area of blight. Wow, I guess I really did guilt you into it, because you're like, oh, we can just run off into the forest and be happy and live out your lives.
I mean, I'm an animal person. I don't want to kill animals.
I just get it as a benefit. Kate is up. Kate,
All right.
I'm going to
I have,
say...
Go ahead.
hold on,
go
I'm going to
ahead.
put down some smoke. I'm going to say that area is covered with smoke. So I will say it will be a 20% mischance if you try to hit them right now.
Surely.
Just back up a little.
So DC 5 flat check?
Basically, yes.
I have switched to my staff sling at this point, since I used it to shove everything in. I will take a shot. Should I roll the flat check first?
Nope. I like to see the pain in your eyes knowing you hit and then missed. It's much more fun.
Oh, of course.
But you can't see our eyes.
I can picture the pain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. I was afraid I had to go on camera.
You roll a 14 for a 6, plus 1 for soft cover because of Prue. So missed by a lot. 14. Misses the
Alright.
poor dog. It's the first attack.
Try it
Get
again.
2 more. 2 more. Let's see.
Even
5
less.
For 13 minus. Is that an agile weapon? I forgot.
No, it is not.
So you got a 8. actually, it's a critical fail. Oh, what's this? What do I see here? But this is a minus 10.
10.
For this third hit, right?
Correct.
You actually rolled a 19, but minus 10 is a 17. Would have been a 27. But you miss once again. The smoke is blocking your line of sight. Plus, they get plus 1 for soft cover.
Okie doke. Well, I tried.
Celeste is up.
So if you want to 5-foot step back, I'll occupy the space you were in. If you have the action economy to do it.
But then they can get through.
Yeah, but they don't have concealment to attack us, and we do have mischance to attack them.
Alright, so if Prue's butt is backing up into Celeste to get her to move, then she'll do so. So she'll take an action to step back, and the next one she is going to cast Forbidding Ward on that front wolf thing that's coming out of the hole, and on Prue. Be careful, Prue. Don't let it get you. That gives Prue a +1 status bonus to her armor class against that specific wolf.
Nice.
Well. Aren't we fancy? Okay, the wolf in the back just starts yipping and tries to get through, but just can't, and starts like kind of bumping into its buddy. Brixley is up.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start attacking.
Excellent.
It's what I do.
Plan A. Plan B, as Plan A failed.
Plan B is also an attack.
Ooh. A 2 is even worse.
And I'm going to put my shield up.
Okay. Wow, imagine if you were fighting them in the den. You guys are outside and bottleneck them.
It would have been
attack
worse.
them. I know. This is kind of horrible.
They're rolling like garbage.
Prue is up.
All right, so I want it to come out, so we're not getting a mischance against it. But while I'm still here, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at it. So I'm going to attack with my flail.
Honestly, don't move. We're dealing with only one of them.
I didn't bring a flail. I've got a sledgehammer from town. I'm going to attack with that.
That's right. Your flail is being enchanted. An 8 for a 16 misses.
Okay, if you're sure you don't want us to move, I'm just worried about that mischance when we finally get a hit.
I mean, you want to deal with two of them with no mischance, or one of them with a mischance?
The right answer is one of them.
All right, then. You guys sound pretty sure. So here's what I'll do. I'll channel my inner spirits, so I'll pull up rage, and then I'll make a shield of ghosts as well, so I have shield spell up.
So, question, what kind of bonus does shield give you? Isn't it a status bonus?
I don't know. It's a
That was armor
bonus.
class.
Here's another question. Do they also have the mischances there in the smoke looking out?
Ooh, it's a circumstance bonus, so it does stack. Okay.
You don't know because they have no eyes. So. the
Oh,
smoke
right.
is
They
probably
may have
not
like
affecting them.
tremor sense or blind sense or something.
Imprecise or something again.
Mm-hmm. You don't know. They literally are blind. So you cast the shield. Now remember, you can only do that once per 10 minutes or something.
I can
like that.
cast the spell as many times as I want, unless I use the shield block reaction with it, in which case
Right.
this whole spell is gone.
Right, I'm just reminding you. Okay. So is that 2 actions to cast that?
I use one action to cast shield, and I use
Oh, and you
another action to
raged.
put up rage.
There you go. Okay. The mutant wolf. The horrific mutant wolf. It's random. It doesn't know what it's going to attack. 1 or 2? 1 is Prue. Hit my shoe. It tries to bite Prue and misses with a 5 for 16. It then tries to bite Prue again and misses with a 13. And then it's going to try again because it's just going crazy. And a 14 clearly will miss you. Well, that was an exciting round. Kate is up.
We survived!
You survived a whole round of missing and more missing. Oh, Cade. You hit maybe for 2 points of damage. Give me that.
If it's
DC.
blind, is it flat-footed?
No.
Okay. DC, I have to be higher than a 5 on a D20, right?
You hit it.
There you go.
2 points of damage. You barely scratched it. Barely.
Miss.
That's actually a 10. You miss. You gonna attack again?
Third attack? Yep.
6.
Crit farming.
Critically missed. This is a fun fight. Celeste, you go.
Celeste is going to continue holding one hand out toward Prue, where there's this little, like, golden beam of energy sort of releasing from her hand and surrounding Prue. She's going to spend one action to concentrate and maintain the Forbidding Ward, and another 2 actions to cast Forbidding Ward between Brixley and the wolf. Brixley, I know you'll be okay this time. I'll protect you. And a little golden light flies between her other hand, and so now she's straining to keep these 2 spells active.
Wow. Look at that. Mutant wolf in the back. It's starting to bark and get kind of angry as the smoke is really irritating it, so it looks like something bad is going to happen in a round or so. In the meantime, Brixley is up.
Back to my continuing plan of attack, shield.
That's my plan, too.
Wait.
That was a natural 1. A 9.
Hey, maybe at some point I'll roll something in double digits. But for
One
now,
day.
But for
Keep
now, I'm putting my
dreaming.
shield up again.
Aww. Oh, Prue's up.
I've got the same plan. The head of this farming sledgehammer is just surrounded by swirling spirits, and I'm going to try to bring him into contact with that dog.
Okay. 20% mischance.
Yep, that's here we go.
Yes! You rolled a 1.
I told you all. I called it.
Oh, let me heal its 28 points of damage you did to it. You had an incredible hit, and mud goes flying everywhere.
Gotta love that 20 and then 1.
That was
All right.
That was good.
Keep it going.
I'll try a follow-up.
Misses.
Okay. And then I'll put up my Shield of Spirits.
Your shield again.
Yes.
Okay. This first dog, the mutant wolf, is going to shove Brixley. It's an athletics check against your fortitude DC. What is your fortitude, Mr. Brixley?
Fortitude save is 8.
Okay, DC 18 then. I'm going to roll. They have a plus 11.
And you get a plus
nice.
1.
19 plus 11 is a 30, which is a critical success.
I guess the plus 1 for my spell doesn't do nothing then.
Nope. You push your opponent up to 10 feet away, and you can stride after, but you must move the same distance. So the dog, mutant wolf, pushes you out of the way, Brixley, backwards 10 feet as it's trying to get out of that hole.
That's annoying.
And then, it's going to attack you for its second action. Oh boy.
-5. Oh.
Crits you with a 20 and does 18 points of damage to you. Is that right? Yep.
Wait a second. Oh no,
Yes.
with the 20, it's you roll.
Your shield don't
It's
matter.
an automatic
Can you
20.
can you
Because I was gonna say with the -5, it was, but never mind.
Oh, right.
It's
Well,
natural.
20 is an automatic one above.
No,
you
and
can use
actually,
your
it was still the first attack since the other was more of a combo.
No. That's actually second attack.
Yeah,
attack.
shove and
because,
attack.
because the shove is considered an attack, but it
Oh,
rolled a
okay.
natural 20. Now, you can still use your shield to deflect some of that if you want.
I think it's gonna instantly break your shield, though.
Your shield already had 2 points of damage on it.
I guess I would rather, for the moment, keep my shield.
Okay. And then it'll attack you one last time. And miss it. Kate, you got a mean old doggy right next to you.
great.
You can move, dagger, stabby, stab.
Move what?
You can move, dagger, stabby, stab.
Yeah. That's the plan. I move and dropping the staff sling, pulling out short sword, and stabbing.
Okay. You do stabby stab. There's no plus to hit. It just does extra damage. Or there is plus
And
to
it
hit.
renders the creature flat-footed from
Oh,
the
so
flank.
there is a plus to hit, right?
Okay.
You hit for 10 points. Max damage.
Not done.
I know. Now you do your sneak attack for 3
There's some
extra.
sneak.
You finally doing some damage. Pustules are popping all around it as you attack it. Gore and acid is seeping out of its wounds. Get another attack if you want.
Oh, I had to draw my short sword, so I don't.
All right, you're done.
Unless it counts as part of the move.
I don't think it does. Celeste,
Yeah,
everything's
they
an
don't do that
action.
Let me
anymore.
check my super cool website you sent me.
You could check, but I'm pretty sure it's an action. Everything's an action.
I'm pretty sure it's an interact action.
Yeah.
Celeste is going to spend 2 actions concentrating on both of her Forbidding Word spells. Actually, she's going to let the Forbidding Word spell on Prue drop because she's not threatened by that specific wolf anymore. But she's going to keep the one on Brixley up, and so she's going to do that. She's going to spend an action putting up her angelic halo, and then she's going to spend her final action. Whew. You know what? Maybe Brixley can take this thing out. She's going to cast. But Prue hit so hard. She's going to cast Guidance on Prue for her third action.
Okay. Look at that. Okay, the mutant wolf who was back there now strides up right next to Prue. Uh-oh. That too means it's going to attack Mr. Cade.
Mm-hmm.
It attacks Cade. Oh. Hits you for a 20.
What is my current armor class? Is it a 19 right now?
Yes.
I reaction super nimble dodge. Make that a 21. You miss, my friend, the dog.
Okay. Get to do that just once.
Good old rogues.
This round.
Once for the rest of your life. Oh, you should have kept it.
Wouldn't mattered.
Oh, true. It's true. Natural 20 and does 19 points of damage on you. You're still alive, though. Brixley!
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try attacking at least to start.
It's flanked at least.
Or should I put the flanking in, or do you want to do it, Steve?
I'll do it. You don't need to worry about it. Oh, look at that. You hit 5 points of damage
I guess I'll attack again.
with a 24. You hit 10 points of damage.
And I guess
Barely.
shield.
Barely hit it. Shields up. Brew. Brew? Brew. Brew. That could be your new name.
I can't believe their wolf is still up. That thing's taking a beating.
Yeah. They have a huge amount of hit points.
I'm tempted to come over and help fight it, but I don't know.
You
that
got
we'll
one
be-
right next to you. Got
Yeah.
one right next to you.
Kill that one, please. Start on it.
All right, I'll start on it. I'll begin swinging my hammer.
+1.
+1. 7 misses for 15, 16. Still miss.
All right, let's swing again.
It's only a
God
14. Keep rolling bad. You're rolling a 7. You're rolling an 11.
You keep rolling 20s on us. Maybe if you stop stealing our 20s,
I'm sorry. I only did it twice.
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll put my shield back up.
Shields back up. Oh, mutant wolf. I feel bad for you. Not for the wolf. Tax Brixley. Brixley, your shield is up, right?
Yep.
So your AC is 20, but a 20 will
That's
still
the theory. Of course it does.
It'll hit exactly 20. But wait, did you put
That
up
one I'm
the-
going to block. That one I'm
Well,
going to
he's
block.
got a
with the
ward.
shield.
Does he have the ward on him still?
Yeah, I've kept the word up, so he's got
he
a
has
21, actually.
Aha, so you don't need to do that. Okay, misses
Nice.
you by 1. So how
Yay,
about
I'm
that?
helping.
Sorry, I have to do a lot of math in my head for this. Pathfinder 2, now with more math. And the second attack misses. It strides over, trying to get back to its buddy. Cade is up. Oh no, looks like Cade might be getting flanked. Oh, if this dog
No.
was smart enough, it could have totally flanked Cade. Oh, it's a chess match. I see what you're doing there. Cade is going to flank the doggy. Go, gadget, attack. Well. Now give me your... Okay. All right.
There you go.
Now, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news is exploding
It
juice.
explodes.
It explodes!
Holy crap.
Give me a reflex save. Only Cade needs to give me the reflex save.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay. The wound causes gore to spray from a ruptured pustule. Gore and acid explode from the creature as you kill it, spraying Cade for a whopping 3d6 points of damage. However, your
Oh,
reflex
man.
save, you manage to dodge out of the way and take only 5 points of acid damage. Get one more action, my friend. Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Nope,
As you're covered
worth
with
it at all.
gore and acid.
Oh, God. I'm going to step back.
Why? Because you have like 2 hit points left?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
But you killed it. Celeste just saw that as it happened right next to her.
Oh,
Celeste
gross.
is probably really revolted by now, as that was pretty disgusting.
I mean, on one hand, I'd like to spend an action to puke, but I need all 3 actions to do a 3-round action heal, which should do a d8 plus 2 for my angelic halo. Yeah, rolled an 8. So 10 points of healing to my allies.
Now, I can say that heals the wolf, by the way. I'm just like,
Well, not the dead one, but
oh, right, not the dead one. Right. Why?
because it's dead.
No. According to Mark Steifer, it's not always true. It's whatever
Yeah, but it
the
exploded.
decides.
It did explode.
Well, maybe it reconstituted. Maybe Celeste's magic is so powerful that it manages to... All right, I'm kidding.
That's it. I'm going home.
I'm kidding. Oh, you guys are fine. No one's dead yet. There. Does everyone feel better? Does everyone feel
Nope.
better with their little heals?
They get
Yes.
10
Shit.
back.
Yep, 10 back. Should be 2 more.
10 back? Why do you get 10 back?
I forgot that I could do mod. It's +2 because I have angelic halo because I'm angelically blooded.
See? Now you feel better. You get to tell me about doing even more healing. See? Not so bad.
I am feeling better. It's good.
You just did 40 healing. You did 20 over healing, in fact. Good job.
I sure did.
Now the mutant wolf. No one else to attack. No one else to kill. There's only one person in front of her. That's right. Her. She's going to attack Prue.
Yeah, this is going to feel bad.
Misses.
Keep it up. Keep missing.
Miss. Look at that. A 4, a 9, and a 2.
I like it.
Brixley.
All right, I'm going to get in there and close the hole again.
Oh, Brixley's feeling mighty fine.
Can we let it out so we're not fighting the mischance? I already lost one nat 20 to the mischance. I don't want to lose a second.
It can't happen twice like that.
It will happen twice.
I kind of agree, but if I don't move in to where I can hit, then I basically lose the turn.
Oh, well, that's true.
At least for this turn, I'm going to move here. Maybe next turn you could step back, and then it could move to where you used to be. Of course, it might just push me out of the way again.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't... We already established that it doesn't like the smoke.
Okay, and I'm going to put my shield up.
Prue.
All right, I'm going to swing with my hammer.
Yeah, that smoke is actually starting to intensify, by the way. You rolled a 5.
I
Keep
just
it up.
can't roll very well.
No, you
No,
rolled a
I'm
20.
gonna...
But then you
I'm
rolled
gonna
a 1.
step. I'm gonna step back and then maintain my shield.
Okay. Cade is up. Cade.
All right. Sling again, draw it, and I fire it twice.
You could throw a dagger too.
Nope, does not do enough damage.
D20. 20% mischance.
Okay.
You solidly hit the wolf for 6 points of damage. Doesn't like that.
Same attack and -5. Point.
Celeste. Celeste is doing great this round. So is Prue.
MVP.
Both of you.
Thanks. She's doing all right. Since we step back, the wolf goes next. All right, so she's going to cast Forbidding Ward again, this time on Brixley and the remaining wolf, surrounding him in some golden light. And with her final... she's going to cast Guidance on Brixley to stab the crap out of that wolf.
There we go. Wolf is up. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Or just a wolf. Steps out of the smoke as it doesn't like that smoke. It's actually going to attack Prue. Hits Prue with a 24. So even with all your bonuses, they'll still hit. Are you reacting with your shield?
I am going to
7
react
points
with the
of
shield.
damage.
So then I'll
Okay.
take 2 to my temporary hit points. So I should have 2 temporary hit points remaining.
Well, it just heals you for 5. So, okay. And then it's going to... Now, it actually does hit you, correct?
Yes, it does hit.
Okay. As it latches onto your arm, it starts to move its jaws back and forth and does the tear action. It automatically does 1d6 plus 2 slashing damage to you
I call shenanigans.
for a whopping 3 points of damage.
That gets through my temporary hit points. I have now taken 1 point of damage.
And 1 persistent acid damage.
Son of a bitch.
As it is ripping your flesh and its acid breath and spittle is going into your wounds. Brixley is up.
Well, since Celeste gave me the glow of Stabbing, I guess I'll try to stab.
Look at that. The glow worked. You hit 8 points of damage. It was not like
Fantastic.
the 8 misses, however.
Do I feel bold enough to do a third attack? Nah, put the shield up.
All right. So now that this dog isn't in the smoke, and now that I can't bring up my ghostly shield, I have no reason not to just bring this hammer down.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Hit it for 28 points of damage. It's still alive. Give me a reflex save.
Holy cow.
It's okay.
You fail your reflex save. As you crit it, a wound explodes in gore and acid and hits you right in the face for 10 points of damage. Go again.
All right. I guess I'll keep hitting it.
So you crit it and you do it, but oh, now you hit it. You get it for a 19, 8 points of damage, and you kill it dead. It dies.
Going to do another reflex save?
No.
Only
You
on
only
crits,
did
I
that
guess?
when you critted. Now you take 1 point of persistent damage for the acid. Now give me a flat check to stop the acid burning through you.
I only used 2 actions. Can I use my last action to rub some dirt on it to try and neutralize the acid?
You can, but I'm going to say it does barely anything.
Does
I'll make
barely?
it a little.
A little
I'll make
bit.
it a DC 14 instead of a 15.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, I don't have... All right, we'll just do it.
You did it. You got a 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So since I used the action, the one persistent doesn't have time to go through.
That's not how it works.
If you use an
That's
action...
exactly
No,
how it is.
if you use an action, that's right. That is. No.
Yeah.
She ends it before the end of her turn, which is when the acid damage takes out.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not true.
No. The flat check, it depends. That's actually not. No, it depends how. Depending on how you do it, you can either give you a new check or you can lower the DC of the existing check. The acid damage goes through and then you do the check. But it can be.
That's if it's at the end of your round and you didn't use
It's
the action.
always-
It goes through.
Maybe. Well, you're all okay.
We're all okay.
That's right. There we go.
Every fight deals a crazy amount of damage. I think we're going to sit down and use some more lay on hand spam.
Lay on hand spam.
That's some good spam.
Okay, so
how
persistent
many of
damage you
those?
take at the end of your turns as long as you have the condition, rolling any damage into each time. After you take the damage, you roll the flat check. But, sorry, I was looking on your favorite online library and it doesn't have the aid here yet.
All right, so 2 lay on hands puts me at 33 out of 36, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you always take the damage and then you do the flat check. There are ways to make the check immediate during an action, but it's not guaranteed. It can actually either do, you take the damage and then the DC goes from 15 down to like 10 or 5, or you make 2 checks, or both. It depends on the action.
Yeah, assisted recovery is saying it's typically 2 actions.
Right. That's the other thing, is that you only did 1 action. So that's it. Assisted recovery is 2 actions. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Now we know. It's only 1 damage anyway, so it's not really a big deal.
That's okay, I was just trying to understand so we know for the future.
But
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
I
It is
agree.
important to learn.
No, it is important. Yeah, that's it. It's so if you do it 2, because it's 2 actions is big freaking deal. So like, yeah, you do 2 actions and you get another check. You get a completely new check. So you basically get a check, and then if you fail that, then you get the damage, and then you get another check. So it's basically you get a free check. If you're just going to do an action like you did, I just lowered the DC, but you don't get a free check.
That makes sense
Gotcha.
to me.
Yeah. So I don't mean to be harsh, but I've been reading up on this like a lot.
Well, no, we
'Cause-
want to get it right, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I agree. And I've been reading up a lot of persistent, because persistent's like really, really deadly. Like persistent, because persistent will kill you. Like persistent damage and poison, because if you fall, it doesn't go away. It keeps going and it keeps ticking. It's horrible. Oof, is it bad? Okay. Let's see who's damaged. Prue is damaged, Kate is damaged, Brixley's damaged.
One of mine will get me. One lay on hands will get me back up because I'm only down 8.
All better. You guys can spend like an hour.
Let's do it.
If
Let's
you want.
do it.
Well, not an hour, but like 40 minutes.
Besides, we gotta let the smoke clear out, anyways.
Yeah.
Let it burn down and
So you spend an hour healing up, poking the dead bodies, finding bits and pieces of wolf in weird places on both Cade and Prue. You're like, what's this wolf doing back here in this crevice? How did it get there? So the action was if you critted it, you did the damage, but then it exploded in your face. It wasn't when it died, when you crit it. How about that for evil?
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty wicked.
Yep. They're all dead.
Every fight is like a mini boss fight in this.
I know. It's unbelievable. The wolves also had a massive amount of hit points.
I can't imagine
Hey,
trying to do this without a champion who can just spam lay on hands in between everything.
Everyone can heal. I mean, everyone can just do. You got to have medicine checks. You have to be able to do healing between rounds. Otherwise, yeah, you're dead. Okay, they're all dead. What do you want to do?
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various role-playing games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember, if the GM asks, "Are you sure?" you're already dead.